Okay, yes, I really need to start. Okay, yeah, very good evening to all of you. Yes, if you, it's so funny. All right, so let's just continue, okay? So the intention was just to give you guys 50 hours as I promised, okay? So I really want some confirmation. Guys, can you hear me? If I'm audible enough, please just head over to the chat box and just tell me yes, sir. Please, can you just hear me? Um, all right. I hope I'm not breathing so much air into the mic. Okay, so this stems from the fact that I tried abandoning this program in between because I felt like, okay, I'm spending most of my time doing something which, many people are not interested in. But it happened that, I kind of undermined, most of you. I mean, a good majority of you are actually interested, and I've got lots of positive feedback. So with that in mind, I really want us to continue. And I'm sorry if I wasn't able to keep up to my promise. We are humans, right? In between things happens that was kind of beyond our control. So having said that, in today's class, we are going to look into Amazon Web Reviews. So as you can see on the left-hand side, something is very clear here, right? So web scraping can be called as what? Web data extraction, right? So web data extraction. Can we say it is synonymous to data mining? Okay. So we actually kind of trying to extract meaningful information from the website. And that can come in various sources, right? So mostly when we scrape websites, we might be interested in pricing. Okay. We leverage on this to give our customers or potential customers that competitive advantage, right? Okay, so I'm waiting for a response, guys. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Diksha. Okay, sorry, I didn't see the chat box. So if you look at it properly here, our interest might be on the pricing, first thing. Or maybe we might be looking at maybe some reviews. Okay, maybe here, from here, I look at reviews. I can look at maybe any review that is maybe above a threshold. Okay, or let me see how many people actually gave reviews to this, right? I know definitely the information is available on the online, but I might want to kind of automate this since I'm trying to see how far I can go as maybe a Python student, right? So you see, I might be interested in scraping some job portals. That we will do tomorrow. Okay, so some job portals, and maybe looking for jobs that were recently posted. So recently posted. So this we are going to do in tomorrow's class. Okay, so this will happen on Friday. Fine. Because if you happen to perform some job search, you see some jobs might be like some days old, some weeks old, even some months old, right? Fine. Or maybe I'm interested in looking at some specific tags or IDs, right? So maybe if I'm interested in maybe the span tag, I beg your pardon, yes, the span tag, or I'm interested in some maybe the CSS ID or CSS style or anything, or class also. Fine. So you see, there are a couple of reasons why we scrape websites. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to look at Amazon as a case study. Okay. So our case study will be focused on Amazon website. And in case if you are joining us after a very long time, we have discussed this over and over again, whether it is legal, okay, or whether it's permissible for you to scrape somebody's website. All right. So feel free to do some Google search and you get to that. Okay. So without wasting our time, we will look at something here. Now, I'm going to run this code, okay, and then I'll clear the console, everything. Close this guy as well, and I will just run this. Fine. Now, just pay attention to what is happening here, okay. So if you see, look at this guy, okay. So you see some data is being pulled, as you can see here, right? Okay, this data is fetched in real time. Fine. And we need to find where it is actually. Okay. So what are we interested in? Now, if you look at this vividly, you see I just scraped the what? Product title. Fine. And the price and total reviews. Can you see that? So let's understand what is in the console. Product title. Fine. The price is not available, and the total review. First one. Second, product title, price not available, and total review. Fine. Lastly, product title, price, and total review. Okay. So this, I have saved it in a text file called some stuff. So let me go back to the directory and show you where it is. So it is here on the desktop and it is called web scraping. If I get in here, okay, I actually saved it as script data.csv. So let's see this. Okay, so I'm going to maximize this, and then you see here, sorry, I want to double click on this. So you see here, okay, so this was done previously actually. Okay, so 3 URLs of Amazon products was scraped, and in that I got some of these products, but I will show you where it is. Okay, so you see here, this is the Lenovo some stuff and things like that and things like that, and then I ran this couple of times. That's why you are getting this. Okay, now you see here, this was funny enough, many of them doesn't have price. Is it? Maybe there might be an issue here. We will get to that later. Okay, so and then you see the review, and then in this 4.3 out of 5. Okay, and another one is 41 rating, and it is in stock. Okay, happen that majority of them are in stock. All right, so if that is the case, let's understand where we got the URL or the link that we scraped, right? Okay, I'm not going to save this. And if you look at something here, you see, if I maximize this, you can see starting from HTTPS 1. Okay, maybe let me separate this. Okay, so that is the first link, right? Now, in case if you don't understand, maybe if you're looking like there are so many links here, you can just go and change this view, the format from wrap to normal one, right? So when I now change this view, now you see there are actually 3 unique links here. I hope you got the point. Okay, so instead of you to find where the HTTP starts and then where it ends, you got what I did now? Fine, go back there. Now when I wrap this, you can see here, it looks so, cluttered together, right? But just this simple magic is not magic. Okay, so this is it. Fine. So what happened actually, that means that there are URLs, okay, that exist. Okay, so what are the URL? From Amazon.com, Lenovo, whatever, and things like that. So let's start. I will head over to Amazon.com now. So I'm going to close this, just type Amazon.com. Fine. Why not .co.in? Yes, I can still do that. Okay. So here I want to know, okay, maybe I'm interested in laptops. Agreed? So I will go here. Okay, I try scraping headset. I will go here. Okay. Now, and I will check the laptops that are actually available, and the ones that are also not available. So computers, I'm interested in, where is that fellow? Why am I wasting time? Laptop, not laptop accessories. Okay, so I will just search for, maybe I'll say Acer Predator. Fine, Acer Predator. Fine. So if I'm interested in this, okay, so I see that this is available, that is available. I want the one that is also not available. Okay, all right, so this is in stock, some things left and things like that. So I'm going to open this. We know that this is available. Fine, I'm going to maybe go to Acer Predator Helio 300. So there should be one that is not available. 1 minute. Okay, so it turns out that this guy is available. All right, so maybe we open some new tabs. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do here is to grab the link of the pages that we want to scrape. Since you know vividly that a website consists of what? Web pages, right? So this website is Amazon.com. So how many web pages are here? Innumerable, uncountable. So let me grab this one first. Okay, so I just click on the address bar, I just copy it. That's it, Control C. Now I really need to create new what? Text file. I just press Control N here. I don't want to save this. Fine. Now I will paste this. This is the first link. Okay, it's pretty lengthy, so get back here and ensure that it's starting from HTTP. No problem. All right, so there I press enter. I'm going to save this. Okay, ensure you save it in your working directory. So to keep it clean, I will create a new working directory. Okay, so call it web scraper, scrapper. Fine. Okay, scrapper. Fine. Okay, so in here is where I want to save it, so that I will also put the files there. Okay, so let me end this. Let me end this for now. So this is it. Agreed? Fine. I'm going to save this there. Okay, do file, save as, go to the desktop. Remember the name is called what? Web scraper. Fine. If it is called web scraper, maybe let's call it a name. Let's call it web address. Agreed? Web add. Okay, address. Okay, let me type it in full. It's txt file. No worries. So the first web address we have gotten. We will repeat this couple of times. Okay, so this is the first one. Let's go back here. Maybe I don't want only SR. Okay, maybe I'll just check. I don't want, okay, I took SR Predator, right? So now I'm going to take one of the Helio series. Fine, and this ships to India. Now there I click Control C. Come back here, Control V, press enter. Okay. Now let's go back and take something else. Okay. Maybe I want just laptops. Okay, laptops, maybe Asus laptop or something like that. Maybe I'm interested in this Lenovo. Fine. Okay, so again, this is the address bar. Fine, copy it, go back there, paste that, enter. Next, I will just take one more and we are done. Agreed? I'm actually looking for one that is currently unavailable. Okay, so maybe I will take something like this. Fine. All right. So if I go here, I click on that, Control C. Sorry, ouch, I superimpose this. So I'm going to reload this so that I ensure that I'm copying the unique web address. Copy this. Once that is done, get back here, paste it. Okay, so since we know that I can press enter there, since we know that we have 4 URLs here, we can as well save this back. Fine, just to see how lengthy this is, you just wrap it again. Wow, it's lengthy. All right, so I'm going to change it back to how it was before, and we save this. Okay, so if we go back here now, we see that this is the what? The URL. Fine, of those sites that we want to scrape. All right. Now, what are we going to do next? We now need to create a new directory, a new Python file. So for that, I'm going to say file. Okay. In this case, I will say open. Okay. So I just need to take from the desktop. I need that working directory, right? So what did I call it? We called it web scraper. Agreed. So take that. Say okay. Now, and what I'm going to do, I will just leave it in a new window, okay, because I need to copy some codes here, okay, and then paste that. All right, so this is it, and I have only this guy there. Fine. So what I will do now is I will just add what? New Python file, right? Okay. So call it what? Web, Amazon Web. Oh, sorry. It says yes, absolutely. I need to choose an SDK, no problem. File, I just choose that immediately. New, so Python file. Okay, so yeah, okay, it has selected that. Okay, so I say Amazon web scraping, anything, scraping. Fine. Okay, so this is done. All right, now what are we going to do? Now we have the IDs of the website we want to scrape, right? Now we need to do the needful. So the first step, okay, so we say step 1. Oh, sorry, I have to choose configure init Python int IDE, so maybe I choose this then, so fine, no problem. Now it's done. Step 1, I need to do what now? Install the necessary libraries. Agreed? Fine. install the necessary libraries. Okay, so we do it together because I know some of you are following. So if you get back here, you just go to your terminal, all right? And if you are using Visual Studio as well, you should be able to do the same thing. Maybe I will just show you. So these are popular IDEs that we use, right? So I know a couple of you might be using Visual Studio. So what you do is just let's say we are there. Okay, so this is the shell is open by default. Go to the Explorer. All right, so maybe I'm interested in just a new project. All right, so I will just say open folder now. Same thing. Go to desktop, fine, call it web scraper. I selected that folder. Okay, so this folder has opened, right? So remember, I'm using what do you call it? I'm using Python. That's why you see this .idea. Okay, it doesn't matter. So you click on new file. All right, so you give it a name. Just say maybe like playground. Fine. So sorry, I should actually call it new Python file. So I wanted maybe I wanted it as a new Jupyter file or something like that. Okay, so sorry, this is already there. I don't want to conflict this, but you got what I'm trying to say, right? So new Python file, once that is done, then you click on your terminal, right? So the same thing we're going to do, you say pip install. Okay, I need to install my BeautifulSoup. So I'm going to close this and let's stick to one. All right, so the terminal is there, so I'll just say pip, not poop. Okay, sorry. Pip install. All right, so I need to install what now? BeautifulSoup, right? So BeautifulSoup is better installed as BS4, like BeautifulSoup 4. Okay, so once you press that, sorry, pip install, sorry, I said PO. All right, guys, so pay attention to what you are typing. So pip install that, fine, and it should tell us that requirement already satisfied. Okay, so if that is the case, I will need my another one which we call the HTML parser. All right, so that we used in the previous class, right, where we say HTML parser.html, right? So in this case, we're going to use the LXML parser. So as in pip install LXML. Okay, got the point? So then we do that, and lastly we need requests. You say pip install install requests requests. Fine. Okay, now already installed. Okay, so after that, now you now need to import them. So I'm changing this to install then and import. Fine. All right, all the necessary libraries. Fine. So what I will do, I will say since I've installed it, right, I will say what I need to import BeautifulSoup, right? Import. Okay, it's called like this guy, beauty. Watch now, it's not appearing, right? BeautifulSoup. You know why it's not appearing? Not SOPU, say so UP. Okay, you know why it's not appearing? Because this is present in BS4. So change it from BS4. Import. Now you see, okay, the shouting error message is gone. Agreed? Fine. Okay, so what we need is we import request. So you say import, fine, that is requests. Fine. Okay, so now we imported the request, no doubt, and imported BeautifulSoup. You really need something, okay, like I really need to, you saw this, right? The Excel file. Let me show you this once again. There was an Excel file when we scraped this data. Do you remember this Excel file called scrape data? Exactly. That is where we have to what? Write this data. And we want to write it in a structured format. Agreed? So that we'll be able to have it in columnar order, right? Like, you know, we have one column like that, another column with rows, right? So we need to open this now in an append mode. Fine. So, you know, you are okay with working with files. Okay, so maybe we call it file only. Now the file which we want to open, file, I'm not talking of file if it exists or something, and I'm going to open this, okay, for writing. Fine. Let's create this file. Please don't get confused, this is not the URL link that we want to actually read. Okay, so for now this is I'm going to open it, so let me call it a name. This file, remember, is not existing for now, right? So we have to create this file, okay, and open it for writing. So let's call it scra script data, okay. Dots, I want it in form of CSV, okay, otherwise it's going to be in textual format. Fine. And it takes another argument, right? You can see write binary or something like that, where if you say WB is write binary, but we don't want to use this format. We only want it in append mode so that we'll be able to add to this. Fine. Okay. And there is something that interests us here. Okay. So they are called user agents. Okay. And you will understand why we need user agents in a while. Okay. Suppose you see websites have they have elements that are rendered differently, right? And what we want is this. We want the target element. When we grab the target element, we don't want errors, We don't want it to start throwing unnecessary errors. Hence, we need what we call user agents, okay? So I just kept it here. So, or you can ask they are called user agents, okay? So what are user agents? So you can ask that question, what are user agents? Not user stories, okay? Or browser user agents. That's what we needed, okay? So let's see. So you see, do you mean a user agent? Fine, that is what they are called. Fine. They are specific field that HTTP requests, okay? It's a specific field in the HTTP request that contains information about the client. You got the point? So it contains information about the browser type and the header, including the operating system and stuff. So this is what makes more sense here, okay? So you see, Facebook app is having around 22 million user agents and stuff, and then even based on the operating system and things like that. So if you go down here, maybe if you're interested in maybe like how do you pass user agents with an API, or check if your visitor browser is up to date or something, you need user agents, okay? So because of that, I'm going to copy it's some lengthy line of code, okay? So these codes, we just copy it from here, okay? So I just copy this guy, fine, and then I'll get back there, okay? So if you see here, I paste them, but I really need to return this object, okay? Or return this object, the user agent object. So I say, okay, fine, let me store them in something that we're going to call header, like, because we need this header, okay? So that's, if I check if it is Mozilla and this version, fine, and this is running on this, or maybe for Apple WebKit, okay, that is the browser for Apple, and then maybe like that, and then Gecko, okay, yeah, use like Gecko or something like that. If it is Chrome, which version, and Safari, and then accept language in English, fine, and some stuff, okay? So once we done this with this now, so I got that, and then remember we need to get this now, right? The URL, what do you call this? We need to get this URL, right? Fine. So maybe I will just say, okay, fine, I really need something else, which I even don't know what it is. So I will need a web address, which I'm going to show you later, okay? So here I will say, okay, fine. For now, I need to use my get method, which is present in request, fine, to grab this header, fine. So the get, now it says it needs a URL. Can you see that? Fine. So I'll just say this URL object now. For now, is not existing, but I will show you, we get that soon, okay? And then I'll say header, okay, H-E-A-D-E-R equals, okay, capital header, okay? That's header, that's what we need, fine. And this, we have to maybe like store this because I need to refer to this. I call it web page, anything. So equals that, fine. Don't worry, this I'm going to show you, okay, because we make it object, so kind of try to use function. In the main method, we now take this URL, okay, pass it as an argument, I beg your pardon. So, and we create our soup object, right? So we say, okay, it's called BeautifulSoup, okay, and then I need this, I'll say, okay, web page dot what? Content, right? So we have seen this previously, right? Fine. And remember, initially we were doing something like parser dot something like that, right? HTML, okay? HTML. But now we don't need that. We need what? LXML, right? So LXML. So that leads us to the question, what is this LXML? So let's go back there and see what is LXML, all right? So I have asked this question before. So let's see here. So you see here, passing HTML. So it's a toolkit, right? Which is Pythonic binding of whatever, whatever. So what is meant by this LXML? So I think this is more easy to unfollow. So it's a Python library which allows for easy handling of XML files, right? So you know that mostly web pages are in what? HTML formats, right? Fine. And can be used for web scraping. Got it? Okay. So that is the HTML parser that we are going to use. Okay, so once we have this now, okay, now we need to go and start retrieving the elements and the IDs. So before we retrieve those elements and IDs, I really want kind of, what do I say? I I really want to put this in a main method because I need this. Okay, so from reading this file, okay, I will just declare a method. Okay, so a function, I beg your pardon. Okay, before you say sir, functions and methods are not the same. Okay, so in this now, let it accept an argument is called URL. Fine. So this is fine, and here what happens now, I need to indent all this. Okay, so this is one thing, you know, if you are a Java programmer, you get irritated with all this, right? We might as well say just select everything and press tab. You might as well say, okay, fine, why do we need this? Rather, I saw that meme somewhere when someone said we should remove this indentation and just introduce open and close braces. Got it? As in Python, as in Java, I beg your pardon. So this is done. Okay, so but before, what did I tell you before? This is done. So once this is done, now what we're going to do is we now have to go and retrieve, now getting back to what? The IDs that we want to scrape, right? Okay. So remember now that this scrape data has been opened, okay, and for writing. And we need the, which one now? We need what exactly? The URLs that we want to scrape. Agreed. Okay, so that URL that we want to scrape, we will be inside our, I don't know if you are okay with this main method we call if on the double underscore name equals double underscore main. Okay, so before that, I'm going to do something here. I will just leave all these guys, okay, and just go down and just have my main method open. Okay, so from there, I'm going to read the link which we want to scrape. So I'll say if double underscore. So this is actually a way to say, okay, fine, tell Python that this is, you know, remember your main method in C, okay, that this is actually where the execution starts. Okay, so I'm going to say like this double underscore main, and this is kind of generic, is kind of generic to whatever we do in Python. Okay, now as you see here, I need to say, okay, fine, open this file. So I'm going to open that file for to access the URL, right? So it's a file equals what? Open. And what did we call that? If you go back, it is called here web address.txt, right? Fine. So I'll say, okay, fine. And I'm going to open it in read-only mode only. Okay, I said fine here. It is called, web address, WEBAD, yeah, is there, .txt, fine. Okay, so you see here, I keep using single and double quotes. Fine, let me stick to one, okay, to avoid confusion. Okay, fine. So this double quotes is there, fine, okay, comma. And, okay. All right, so after this is done now, I need to loop through this, okay. I've said, okay, fine. Looping through this, I'll use a for loop. Remember, there are 4 links there, right? We just pasted it. About 4 links are there. I think 4 or 5. 4 or 5 for those of you that just joined. Okay, these are the links. So the first one, I have to loop through all this. Okay. So I might say, okay, fine, for maybe links. Okay, since there are links only. For links in, I say file dot read line. Agreed? Fine. Okay, so now the question is, should I read line or should I I beg your pardon, should I use read line or should I use read lines? Fine, read lines. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, fine, just return this. Got it? Fine. In this case now, I've just, okay, fine, what is there that I want to pass through this? Okay, link, return this. Okay, no doubt. Now, I now need to go inside here. Now, remember, this is my main. So inside here, let me start my scraping proper. Okay. So what I'm going to do first, I will go now and inspect the ID that contains whatever I want to scrape. So first thing, what is it that I want to do here? And please remember, whenever you open a file, you have to, after you finish reading, you have to also save it, right? I mean, close the file. Okay. So first now, I will go to that URL. Fine. And minimize this now. Oh, this is where we are. All right, so let's go to the first one. Fine, so this is ASAP Predator, something like that. Remember, this was the title, okay? And this is the address bar. I beg your pardon. This is the address bar, right? Now, what is the title? This is the title, okay? So I am interested in this title, and you're going to see something unique here, okay? So the title will always have some unique ID. Now, once I do this now, I right click on this. I go to inspect. Fine. Okay. That is if you are using Chrome. Okay. So even other what do you call them? Other internet, other browsers also have that way also of inspecting. Okay. Let's say I'm using this Microsoft Edge. Let's go there to Amazon.com. Okay. And let's see. Here, same thing also you can do. Let's say I just open this guy, okay, and I just right click here. Okay, fine, I'm interested. Let me just grab something here. Okay, now I just want to see the title. Okay, right click. Again, you see inspect. It's called inspect actually. Okay, in most of the browsers. Fine. Okay, I don't know if it is different in other browsers. And watch here, guys. What is the ID of that? Of this stuff, of the title? Okay, the title is contained in a span tag, right? Fine. And the span tag has an ID called what? Product title, right? Okay, minimize this. Get back to where we are. Did you see? It's almost uniform, right? Irrespective of the product that we want to scrape on Amazon stuff, okay? Just try this, okay? It might be a kind of an extended study also. Okay. So I tried it on this laptop, same. I tried it on different one also. What did I scrape here? On some monitor, same. Okay. So if you try it also on mobile phone also, it's going to be same. Okay. That's my first guess. All right. So I'm interested in this now. What I will do, I will just grab this. Fine. Now, if I grab this now, okay, I really need to go now, and it is called what? I need to, what is the tag actually? Is the span tag. And if you've been following, you understand that we use find method and we have used find and find all. Agreed? So in this case now, I was okay, fine. Say I'm interested in the what? Span tag. So I say soup. Okay, that's that soup object that we created. Dot what? Find. Okay. Okay, fine. So I'm interested in this find method. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for an ID with what? That attribute as product ID. But where is that ID present in? In the span tag. Agreed? Fine. So this span has an attribute. So it's like this one, the whatever, attributes, whatever, equal. Now I need to return it as a dictionary. Okay. So I need the ID. Fine. Fine. Whose value is what? Product, whatever I paste that which I copied. Okay, product title. Got it? Fine. Now I need to convert whatever I'm getting now to string. So I can just create something, I call it. Oh, sorry. Now for this, I really need this to persist. I really need to access it when I come back later, right? So I'll just call it title. Okay, fine. Let that be. Fine. Because in case if it doesn't have a title, I can return or something like that. No, not available, anything like that. So I now say, okay, fine, I need to convert this to string. I say title dot what? String, string, fine. Okay, now I save it as maybe some the title value or something like that. Title, okay, underscore value. Fine. Okay, so this is done. And if you notice, in most cases, you see the title. If you have seen this before, you see sometimes the title will have, let me close this, unnecessary commas and blank spaces and stuff. Sorry, unnecessary commas and see this, all these guys, right? A pipe operator and things like that, right? Bar, that is or blah, 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 something like that. So we want it to be cleaned. So we want to return clean the title. So I'll say maybe, okay, now I need this, right? So okay, fine. This title underscore value, right? Okay. I need to kind of replace strip it of some stuff, right? So this is in the string method, right? So I will say .strip, fine. Now this will break it right into what words, okay? Like unique words. And then I want to replace all occurrences of maybe comma, pipe. Okay, let me focus on comma for now with an empty string. Fine. Okay, so this is done. And I'm going to do other stuff here. So if you notice here, what if it doesn't have a product title? Or what if this ID is not there? Because as you keep scraping sites, you might notice that if it doesn't match, what happens? So we know that this is bound to throw an error, right? Hence, what we do is we wrap this inside try and catch method. So we say, okay, fine. Well, sorry, I'm saying try and catch method, try and accept, okay? So once you do that, again, it tells you you have to indent this. Select and press tab, fine? Okay, so if this holds true, okay, dot strip, okay, this is fine. I need to know that when this happens, I really need the default case, right? So except what is like attributes error. Okay, now 1 minute. Okay. Oh, sorry. So this I really need to maybe save it somewhere, right? Okay. I really need to access this data when I come back to it. Maybe I'll call it title. Instead of title value, I call it title underscore string or anything. Okay. Because this is the string title, string. Fine. Okay. So this attribute error is there, and here I say, okay, fine. If the title string is not present, right? So if this guy is not present, okay, I need to assign not available to it. Let's okay, say not available. Okay. If that holds true, then I need to print this. Okay. Print the what? Product title. Okay. I need this. Fine. So I say, okay, print what I don't know. What do I want to know? I'll call it, okay, say product title, right? So now it makes sense we start adding some names to this so that we know what exactly we are scraping here. So here I need to, what I was interested is I say, okay, fine, grab the product title, because later I will get confused also. Okay, fine. So once I grab the product title, okay, I'm going to return this now. Okay, so I say print this guy back. That's okay. Product title, equals what now? Comma is called what? Title string. Agreed? Title underscore string. So so far, if you get back to this, you see in the script data, okay, you see something here. 1 minute. Product title, I think I called it script data. Okay, maybe here. Yeah, okay. So this is the product title which we wanted. Okay, this is the title. Okay, so this title is okay inside here. Okay, this is there, and then I need some. This is when it's, I think, not available or something, and then this is review, and this is my rating, and then sorry, this availability. Okay, in stock or whatever. Okay, unavailable. Okay, so we have succeeded in just working on this. Fine. Now maybe let me try this out and see what happens. Okay, don't forget this is present in this guy. Okay, so far the script data is not there yet, but the address is there. Fine. And let's see, but before that I really need to save this information, whatever I have done. Agreed? Okay, so if that is the case, I need to save this information to file. So okay, I will go down, I'll say file.write. Okay, file. Okay, it's actually capital F. Remember here this file which we created here, right? So file, open. So we save that. File.what? Write. Okay. And then it's better, since we don't know the title, agreed? So it's better we use, see, after this, I'm going to copy paste the remaining because they are just the same thing, okay? So I really need to use my F string. And I know you know why we are using it, right? Because there are various different titles here, right? So I will use my F string, and this is the way you do it. So open this curly brace and stuff like that. And then what we need is called title string, right? We pass it in there as an argument. Fine. So yeah, and that's it. Okay, so this is the title. This is done, no problem. Okay, Control Z. Fine. So I might actually separate that, okay, in case if there are just other ones as well. Okay, fine. Pass it as an argument. Okay, so this is done, and so we are done with this. And if you notice one thing here, okay, we really need to close this, right? Okay, let me just close this for now, and then we run this and see what we are going to get. Agreed? Okay, so it's okay. File, dot close. Dot what? Close. So we've opened the file, finished reading it, and then we close it. All right. So if I run this guy, let's see if now this will be only for one. Okay, unexpected header. 1 minute. Okay. Header, where is it? On line 61. Okay. Okay, that is a different thing altogether. Yes, header equals header. That is right. Okay. Okay. So if you notice, okay, in this case, I really need to loop through entire thing at once. So let me just complete the whole stuff, and then I'll close the method at the same time. And maybe I will just, yeah, okay, yeah, this is fine, no doubt. And go back there. Fine, this is okay. So I will just scrape all, add the other information which I needed. So what do I need now? I need to read, look into what? The ratings, okay? And then what do you call it again? Maybe reviews, so I mean ratings, and then price, okay? So this is done. So for now, I close this guy here. So, sorry, I finish writing here. So this close will happen after I'm done with others, okay? So the same thing we've done here, right? So we're going to do it for other ones as well, okay? So what are we going to do next? I'm going to grab what now? I will grab maybe the rating, okay? So for that, I will just go back to the same page. So if you see here, I have this. Okay, maybe let's look at price, okay? So title is done. I will look at price. I look at rating, and I look at availability. So pay attention. So price, the title is this. Now price is this, okay? Then after the price, I will look at ratings. Where is my ratings? Ratings should be here, okay? And finally, I look at availability, right? So this says it's in stock. Where is that? Where is that? I saw it previously, right? So somewhere you see in stock or out of stock, right? Something like that. So here, ships to India. Maybe I will check amazon.in. Okay, amazon.in. No worries. I'll just complete this soon. So if you check here, you will see if I click on something, one of them, you should be able to see availability there, yes. Okay, so this Amazon choice is delivers in this and stuff like that, and then inclusive of this, okay. Okay, finally you find it. It's there actually, available and unavailable. I saw that previously, which when it was unavailable. These ones are available, but I was looking for a product that is unavailable. All right. So if this is the case, I will just inspect another element. Okay. So get back here now. Same thing, example, same example we are looking at. Close this. This was a different one. Here, okay. So let's look at the price. So I'll select this again. Okay. I right click, go to inspect. If you see here, you see there is the price tag there. Can you see that? Okay. So the price is there. Fine. And this price is inside a span tag, which is inside div tag. Okay, please look here. So this is span, which is this much. Okay, area hidden is true. This is what I'm talking about. And then you see this class offset. And then this span is inside, go up, this div, which is called a, ID, which is called core price desktop. Okay. So let's just explain why you have to go back to the I and grab this ID. Okay. Now, if you look at this and look at other sites which we opened, we want to scrape, okay, this site as well, go to the price, right click, inspect, you go up there to the div tag, okay, so you see there, it's called core price desktop. You got the point? So this should be unique, otherwise it will be difficult for you to scrape it. You got my point? So see here, core price desktop. And if you check the last one as well, you see is the same thing. All right. Okay. So it's the same. Fine. So you go back there. So you see it's called that core price stuff. Fine. So I just need to grab this. Okay. And then the ID is this much. Okay. Which is, and then this is the span tag. Fine. So I will just click on this. Sorry. I just need this. Copy this. Now, if we get back to this, so you see here. Okay. So I believe till now, like we are okay with this, okay? We are okay till here. So what I will do, I will just run the remaining and then we wind up. So this is done so far, okay? This is done so far. So the rest is this guy. So I will just switch over to this, and then we summarize it from here. So far you're able to follow till here, fine. And we kind of did what now? Okay, here we kind of done with this user agent, got the headers, no worries, fine. Use the parser, no problem. Enter this product title, no problem. Replace with this, fine. Tried kind of checking, right? So if it is not available, print what? What? Not available, right? We saved it, fine. And we did not close it for now because I need to retrieve the price. So the price is called core price desktop. You've seen it, right? So I repeated the same thing, fine. Strip it, okay. Now remove all the spaces and commas. Same thing from here, see here, attributes error not available, return this, same, not available, price, whatever, return that. Now, again, save this. I have not closed it because it's still up, I'm not done yet. Go to retrieve the rating, okay? So I will show you the rating here. So if we open here, I'll close this guy. We get back to the rating. So where did you see the rating? First thing, let's scrape all the ratings. So there are 595 of them, and we go and scrape ratings that are only maybe above 4.5, or maybe ratings that are above 4, okay? So select this, right click, again inspect, okay? So once you inspect, you go down, okay? So you see here, it's called what? This is inside the span ID, ACR customer review text. Go to the div is called average customer review text. Now check all of them. You see it will be uniform across all. So we show once again here, and then we wind up. Now go here, 22 ratings are here, right click, okay? Go to inspect. Then from inspect, you see again the same and same, okay? So no worries. So grab that, come back here, okay? I need the class is called arrow. So I showed you the ID is, see, look here, two things that was the wrong one. So this is the class, okay? And inside the class, it was the wrong thing I kept there. So the class has this ID called ARC, remember guys, customer review text, okay? So I'm gonna grab this one. That is the span ID, copy that. So come back here. Okay, so paste that guy there, fine. Now repeat the same thing, okay? Okay, sorry, that was for the ID. This is right for the ID. So let's look at the ID of what? The rating. This is for the ID, and then this is for the class, okay? No worries. So this is the class, so I paste it here for the class, no problem. And then if it's not that, then that is for overall rating, right? Again, save it, no worries. Then finally, this was for specific rating, okay? So two things I did: retrieving some products rating, specific rating. So this rating was a rating that was above some threshold. So I'm going to undo this. So look here. So this was above 5 points, above 4.0. Okay. So I will show you that. And this is the overall rating. So if you look at the overall rating, so this is the overall rating. Agreed? Fine. So this is the overall rating. If it's not there, not available. So let me show you this now. Fine. So you go back there, and then you see, I'm interested in 4 point something and above. So what do? I filter these ratings, right? So if you go here, I need ratings that are 5-star and above. Okay. So once I come here now what I need is, see, there are about 19 of them, right? That is what? 5-star. Okay, it's 19 ratings. Oh, all total, all together? No. 22 ratings. Yes, in that, 19 of them, 19 people gave it 5-star. Okay, what's the overall? 4.8, absolutely. Okay, so 19 of them gave it 5-star. Again, inspect this. Okay. So then inside here, you see the this is row rating. No. This is what I needed. Take this one as an example. Okay. So this is says okay, value for money, and the same thing will be applicable to all of them. So if I go in there, I will say okay, fine. Inside here, go up to the div is called arrow, right? So go to the ID. So the div ID is having some stuff. Okay, but I'm interested in this class. So it's called what? Span class that contains this. It's called a letter space, right? Fine. a dash letter dash space. So in this case now it has changed. So same. Okay, that is it here. Okay, a letter dash space. So it didn't change yet. Okay, so this is fine. And then overall. Now, and then this is the overall rating. Agreed? So I'm printing total reviews here. Okay, so lastly, I want to check if it's available. Okay, previously there are some pages that I saw that weren't available. Okay, that was unavailable, but you got the idea. So if it's unavailable, what I'm going to print is I'll say, okay, print not available. Okay, fine. So not available, right? And then finally, close this. Got the point? Finally close this. That's it. And then run this. So since I called it web address, in this case web ad, that was the previous one which we saw. Agreed? And don't forget that this web address now is now different from the one which I'm actually accessing. So I really need to save them together. So it's called web address.txt, right? So web address.txt. Fine. Now, and I really need to save it in that location where it actually was. And I don't want to call it scrape data. I just wanted to call it something else. I wanted to call it Amazon review, something like that. Okay, rev. Okay, so what I will do, I will save this. Is going to be saved in my other ones. Okay, so here this will not be accessible. Remember, this won't be accessible. So what I will do, I will just copy this entire thing. Okay, so since this guy is in the same location, agreed? So paste them here so that all will be in the same location. Okay, and then clear this. Now when I run this now, okay, so it's going to give me something here. Okay, so see here, I went and I got this. Fine. Enter some GFox, something like that. Fine, I got that. Remember, I need 4 of them, right? So, and then, okay, fine. And then the rating. And then I got this, okay. And then the rating. And the product price, no, product price is available. Okay, so this didn't work. Okay, overall rating should be available actually. And this is the total rating. Okay, total review. Okay, so I messed up with the ID here. So if you see, 4 products has been returned according to what we have here. And let's go back to desktop now. So remember here, these are the 4 links which we got, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we expect it to create some CSV file. You can see it here, right? So we called it what? Amazon review, Amazon whatever. Okay, Amazon review.csv. So if you open this now, okay, so you're going to see this. Can you see that? So this is the title. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, RGB keyboard, whatever, and this like that. So this was grabbed properly. And then, okay, I really need to look at the price. That's I didn't get. So this is in stock, this is in stock, and this is not available. And this is the rating. And you see 4,000 and something things like that, and this and this and that. Fine. And that's it. Okay. But what happened here is, okay, I think I was doing this in real time. Okay, I think I didn't grab the price. Okay. So anyway, I believe at least to an extent you are able to follow. Okay, at least you know what it meant to kind of scrape a website in real time. And I believe this is helpful to an extent. Actually, for most of you in 5th sem, I mean, MITM students, okay, so you are supposed to do some web scraping on real-time data. So tomorrow I'll be showing you something on how you kind of scrape job portal, all right, and putting your attention mostly on newly posted data. Okay, so that's it from my side. And if you have any questions, I'm okay now to just attend to them. Otherwise, we wind up and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, moderators, just see if you can post the attendance now and when we wind up. All right. So what did we do? Okay, so this was what exactly we did today. We started by just looking at understanding, having a kind of a hands-on demo on what's web scraping, right? Knowing the reason why we scrape websites, right? And try to kind of demo this in real time, taking a classical example from what Amazon website, right? And then I said tomorrow we are going to look into this guy, okay? This job portal, okay? So on that note, we wind up and I will see you tomorrow. By the way, after this class is over, we are launching a fresh pack on Python for machine learning. All right. So it's not going to happen every day because I know I'm kind of stressing most of you out, and even I'm stressing myself out as well. So that will happen only twice weekly. Okay. And on the maybe last day, I'm going to float a form to that effect, put it in the group, and you feel free to, Just register your interest. Okay, so that will run for, I don't know, for 30 days, but it's not going to be continuously. Okay, it's going to be twice weekly. All right, preferably Fridays and Sundays. All right, so thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye for now. Okay, guys, how are you guys? Okay, so in today, okay, so 1 minute. I think I need to post the attendance link now because my moderators are not, I don't know. 1 minute, I just post it here. Just be online, guys. Copy this. Okay, there you go. I'm not sure if you're able to click. Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you so much. He posted it. Sure. All right. So, guys, feel free to do the needful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Bye for now.